Hey everybody, and welcome to Chris's monthly morning breakfast thoughts. And today for breakfast, we're going to have, it's a bottle of juice. Juice is a good breakfast, right? I mean, in a pinch, a quick breakfast, that's always good. So today it's called If Boom Boom, and then there's a bunch of writing I can't read, but below it says chrysanthemum drink, Yawarat. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's chrysanthemum stuff. I've actually eaten chrysanthemum, both the flower and the leaves, and I quite enjoy them in many ways. So there's kind of a couple of dishes. So I thought, what could possibly go wrong with having some nice, refreshing chrysanthemum juice? It's kind of gross at first, but then the aftertaste is actually kind of nice and flowery. So it's not perfumey, but it just kind of has that kind of flowery flavor to it. So lucky me, a nutritious flowery juice for breakfast. So why don't we go on to the news? So we'll start the news talking about conversation hearts. If you're not familiar with conversation hearts, it's a candy that's made by Necco. And if you didn't hear recently, Necco went out of business. Now the company was rescued by Spangler Candy, who makes circus peanuts, and they're going to continue to make Necco wafers. But the problem with the conversation hearts is it takes about a year to make enough conversation hearts for this time of year, for the holidays, for Valentine's Day. And since they went out of business, they stopped production. And so it turns out that conversation hearts, the Necco wafer ones, are actually going to be hard to get, if not impossible to get this time of year. So we're going to see a bit of a shortage of those in the near future, or like for this season. It turns out there's other companies, there are other companies that have sort of made similar conversation heart type things, but there's also Jelly Belly is apparently producing a conversation jelly bean, and Krispy Kreme is making heart-shaped donuts with little sort of messages on them as well. So there are going to be alternatives if that's really something you like to do on Valentine's Day, but this sort of standard Necco conversation hearts, apparently they'll be in full production next year, but this year it's just, they're going to be hard to find, if not impossible. The other thing that's happening is Heinz has produced a caviar ketchup, which basically looks and apparently sort of feels like caviar, but is in fact little balls of ketchup. I guess this is the classiest way you could put ketchup on food if you went to a fancy restaurant. The thing is, the ketchup is going to be limited edition, so not too many people are going to be able to get their hands on it. If you manage to try it, drop a comment below. Let us know what you think of it, because I'd be really interested in knowing if it's any better or if it does anything differently than regular ketchup would. The other news I want to talk about is in Japan. As you know, the poop emoji is one of those trends that we thought would go away in a couple of months and really has hung on. You still find poop emoji pillows, poop emoji toys, keychains, everything like that. And Japan has decided to cross the barrier that nobody thought anybody would ever cross, and they've created poop emoji ice cream cones. So yep, you can get an ice cream cone that looks like a poop emoji, because who wouldn't want to eat poop emoji? How much fun is that? Finally, there's another new product that looked kind of neat. I'm hoping to maybe give it a try sometime, but apparently Peeps, Marshmallow Peeps, our favorite Peeps, have come up with a cereal. It's just in time for Valentine's Day. I guess they're probably coming out with it early for Easter. But it sounds like kind of a fun thing. It's kind of neat when candy companies come out with cereals. I like to give them a try when I can. If I can get my hands on these Peeps cereal, it might work out. Kind of makes sense because marshmallow cereals are quite popular and Peeps are marshmallows, so it might kind of work. So, well, why don't we talk about what's going on with the website? So the first thing I want to talk about is the new updates that we're doing for the new version of Candy Critic. We've been working really hard and we finally sort of have an organized structure put together online. We're still updating the reviews as far as we're doing edits and we're sort of inputting the old reviews into the system. But we have a basic system set up now and we're really happy about it. If you go to patreon.com/candycritic and sign up with us, we actually have previews of the site and you can actually watch the preview version as it gets built. And we sort of post updates of when we're doing it on a regular basis. As far as regular Candy Critic and as far as this site, we're actually not going to be doing too much work this month because we're going to Canada this month. We're going to be gone for a while. In fact, as you watch this right now, I am in Canada. So I pre-recorded this a little bit just to give you a little view behind the curtain. But we're in Canada right now, so we should probably start talking about our social media. So if you want to follow what we're doing in Canada and all the cool things, we've got lots of snack adventures planned for Canada. make sure to follow us at Candy Critic on Twitter, or go to www.candycritic.org and find links to all of our other social media. But I also want to make sure to tell you, because we're going to be doing a lot on Instagram over the next little while, you can find us on Instagram at Candy Critic 76. So make sure to sign up, follow us there. On all of our social media, we're going to be posting all kinds of stuff. But we're also going to be doing some videos. I'm hoping to do some videos while we're there. I've got this idea for a sort of an extended video that I might do, but we might do some short videos of some of the things we come across while we're there. We're going to be mostly in Ontario, right where the big blizzard has hit, so that'll be interesting to see the winterness there for us, because it's been a while since we've seen winter. But you're going to find like all the cool things that we found, particularly the nostalgic things, because I've been gone for more than a year and I'm sort of craving certain things, so I'm really looking forward to getting back there and eating some of that food and eating some of that junk food. And you're going to definitely get to see pictures and possibly videos on YouTube, and we're going to hopefully have a video put together for after we come back, sort of a collection of things. I've got this idea in mind. Hopefully it'll work out. The other plan is, if you're following our podcast, Junk Food on the Road, we have a couple of potential episodes to record where we do these things called Junk Food on the Road, where we actually record on the road. And so I'm hoping that we'll record a couple episodes while we're in Canada, because I have a couple of ideas for future episodes. So make sure to check that out if you can. But as always, you can also follow us on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/candycritic, and you can follow us there. That we're always encouraged it. We love our patrons, and we give you guys previews for all of the stuff that we like to do. And you know, who knows? If we run into you, sometimes we have treats for you. So thanks for watching the latest episode of Chris's monthly morning breakfast thoughts. And make sure to keep an eye on the blog here and on our YouTube channel and everything. We still have some content coming up. Our blog is going to be definitely full of stuff while we're gone. And our social media is going to be packed full of stuff while we're gone as well, because we're going to have lots to talk about while we're in Canada. And we'll probably have lots to talk about it when we get back. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.